Hi, I'm Tom Parsons, and this is Janet Odom, and we are national sales trainers for Stressless. And we'd like to talk to you today about a couple of objections that you might be coming across when selling our furniture on your sales floor.
Tom, as you know, you and I have discussed this in the past several times. Two of the most common objections we hear from our sales associates about our products are price and style. So let's take a moment to address price.
Price, yeah. How many times have you been in a sales presentation, customers look down like this and went, "Oh my goodness, that's expensive."
I think we probably all have experienced that before, Tom. I always agree with the customer. Miss Smith, this chair is expensive, but it's not overpriced. May I have the opportunity to explain to you what you're going to get for this $2,000 or this $3,000? As we know, quality furniture does not come cheap.
I like the way that you get on that customer side. I think that's important to show the customer that you're there with them, they're on their side. And as we all know, all price objections are really one of two objections. They're either value, where they just don't think that our furniture is worth what we're asking for, or they are budget. They just love the chair, love the price, but just have not budgeted enough money to pay for that purchase at the moment.
Yeah. Let's talk about value-based objections for a minute. When a customer objects to the chair because they don't perceive that value in them, you've got to point out the features that are going to be beneficial to that particular consumer, those features that are going to enhance their personal lifestyle. Because as we know, Tom, when a customer comes into our stores, who's it all about?
It's all about that customer. We know that. It's all about the customer. Now, it's important, like Janet says, you got to find out what it is that customer is looking for. When a customer comes in and wants to buy a recliner, they're looking for one of three things normally. It's either comfort. They want that ultimate comfort to sit there and watch TV, read a book, or just relax. They're looking for something therapeutic. They've got a bad back, bad knee, bad hip, and they're looking for a piece of furniture that they can sit in for a while without their back grabbing up on them. Or they're looking for durability. They're tired of buying that $600-700 recliner every 3 or 4 years, replacing it, throwing out, and going out and buying a new one. They want to buy one that's going to last 20 to 25 years, like the Stressless. Yeah, well, bottom line, when it's a value objection, you want to make sure that you find out what is important to that customer and then show the product in our chair, the features in our chair that fulfill those benefits that customer's looking for, because that is where he's going to perceive value, and that is how you overcome that value objection.
Okay, so Tom, we've addressed the value-based objection. Let's address the budget-based objection. I've got a customer sitting in the Vegas chair, and once again, they look down and see the price, and they look at me and say, "Oh, Janet, I really like this chair, but we just have not allocated that kind of money in our budget for a recliner."
Yeah, well, the good thing about this is you started out with the Vegas chair. So now being in the Vegas chair, you're at one of our upper price points. At that point, you can continue with our furniture and go into perhaps our Kensington, our Royal, down to our Sunrise, and then to our Atlantic Pacific, even down to our starting price point, which is the Ambassador Group, and still stay within that quality, comfort of our furniture and find a fit that'll work for that customer and save them a little bit of extra money, maybe get them into that budget.
And one example I use a lot in training is the price versus cost issue. You can buy a recliner for $700 that the average lifespan is 5 to 7 years. You can buy one of our recliners for $2,000, average lifespan 20 to 25 years. When you divide the price into the lifespan of that product, cost is going to win out every time, and no one is ever going to beat us on cost. As we know, being in sales, we'd rather apologize once for price than a lifetime for the quality of the furniture.
Yeah, well said, well said. I think it's very important for us to understand that selling quality product to the customer is always going to save them money in the long run. And when you're in that position where budget becomes a challenge, remember what your store does as far as its finance policy. If you can offer financing to this customer, they can get the quality that they deserve, and through the financing can still stay within their budget and afford that product. That will save them money and be a better fit for them in the long run.
Tom, we've addressed the price objection. Now let's address the style objection.
When we're doing our traveling, as we go around, we go into these stores, and when I go into a contemporary store, they always tell me that the furniture is too traditional. If I go into a traditional store, they tell me it's too contemporary. Bottom line, we have a timeless style that I think fits into any home decor.
You're right, Tom. We offer such a wide variety of leathers, fabrics, and wood colors that we certainly can coordinate our product to exist and blend in with the consumer's existing furniture. You can also suggest with our chairs that they add pillows and throws.
So as a salesperson in your store, it's your job to do your homework. Look through our brochure, look at the products that we have, determine who your customer is, and which one of those products would you personally choose to use in that design motif that the majority of your customers are coming in. Grab some of our leathers, grab some of our fabrics and woods, play with them. Do that work beforehand so when the customer does show up, you come across as that professional that you are.
You're so right, Tom. We've got wonderful examples of our product in different settings on the I Love Stressless website under the inspiration headings. You can just find so many great pictures that the sales associates can show to the consumers so that the consumers can see our product will work within the setting that they want it to.
Yeah, I think it's very important. The customers that are coming in their store want to see how this furniture will look in their different design motifs, and having these photos available for them is going to work very well.
I think the dealers should vignette the sofas in a way that reflects their store's personality and appeals to the consumer that they're marketing to.
Yeah, and bottom line is you're spending a lot of money trying to get that consumer into your store. And they're coming in, you've branded it, you know that they're coming in for a certain style that is your store's image. So you want to make sure that our furniture will tie in with that image just like everything else, because if 80% of your customers coming in are looking for this style of furniture, vignette our furniture to match up to that style.